Hey, what's up guys, Chris here and welcome to the second Filmmaker Reacts episode on Valorant. You guys enjoyed the first one and I loved it, so I did download the game, but the thing is, I made like the holy trinity of like noob mistakes. Mistake number one, I used Bluetooth for mouse and keyboard, 60 Hz in 4K. Third of all, I just went in knowing nothing, so I actually had to listen to like everyone's like directions from like, you know, their microphones, because I was like, they were like, dude, you know, select or like go there, do this. I was like, oh god, the pain. So anyways, long story short, I got my ass handed to me, but yeah, that was fun. So I'm very excited to jump right back to the second cinematic called Retake. Now, before we fire up YouTube guys, if you have a passion, an interest, or something you're really keen on, I highly suggest you guys take a look at Skillshare, who brought you guys today's episode. Skillshare is an epic online platform community full of high quality tutorials to help you get started with anything you're interested in. Now the cool thing is, all tutorials are created by the people that exercise the craft and they really care, and it's completely ad-free, so no ads, no nothing, just the lesson and you, which is pretty cool. Now, from only $10 a month, you can have a premium membership and browse infinitely basically, but the cool thing is, if you click my link in the description guys, you're gonna get the sick premium membership for free. But it's only for the first 1,000 of you guys, so do not miss out. All you have to do is sign up for free, and then you can go to the search bar, type in whatever it is that you're into, and start browsing and learning today. I've used Skillshare in the past, it's pretty sick guys, and if you're the things that I am into, which is like filmmaking things, I highly suggest courses such as low budget filmmaking, cinematography basics, as well as an editing course depending on your software of choice. But again, anything that you're into, just go to the search bar, type it in, and you're good to go. And if it's not for you, maybe you know someone close to you that they really can get a lot out of it, especially being free if you use my link in the description. So with that said guys, do not miss out, and let's fire up YouTube and check out Valorant Retake. So YouTube, full screen, and 1, 2, 3. Retake. Man, it's so cool. It kind of looks like one of the stages.
Working on it.
Oh, there's our guy, Phoenix.
I do. Don't rush me.
We don't have time. I'm going in.
Do that, and you're like
Ooh, someone's invincible, man.
Please, let me show you how to bust us in.
Phoenix start.
Here we go. Oh, she again. Dude, that was sick. Oh, come on, man. This is too cool. Poison. Ooh, she's cute as well. Yep. Poison. Oh come on man, this is too cool man. Nice. Is he like jumping through like slow motion? Come on, boy.
I told you, bro.
Bro.
Leave it to the buzz. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, cause he can like
What the hell was that for?
Phoenix. He can like.
Shot.
Not by you.
What?
She shot first.
Come on, mate.
First.
That was so cool.
You really want to understand? Oh, see, you walk away.
Title. So cool, mate. Oh, there's more. Or not. No? Ah, still pretty cool. Okay, that was sick. Actually, like powers-wise, I would say this dude, the new guy, has a sick power. I don't know how to call it. Like the cinematic, as epic AF. Like this video as well, guys. I don't know how to call his powers. Like he's like passing through like not realities, man. I'm sure that he's not like in a different. He's just like in a different like spectrum of like space, which is sick AF. At first I thought like because he has blue, it would be like kind of like a snow, like ice kind of power, opposite to Phoenix, like fire. But man, that was sick. So I have to say I would like to have like his power. And that thing that he did, where like his hand like snapped off the thing, the portal kind of thing, and he jumped through. That was sick, man. But why would his feet leave marks? Because I first thought he was like invisible, but anyways, I'm just rambling on, man. That was sick AF. So let's jump right back to it, guys, go through it and talk about some really cool stuff. And I really want to kind of like take a moment to see the effect, as even though it's animation, I would love to pull that thing off, man, in like live action. That would be sick AF. So full screen, let's go. We have the title. So again, guys, now you're pros by now. As you can see, they're using the sound to introduce the letters of the title. So we have retake and whatever that is, Korean or something. So the moment that, you know, the sound beat drops, that's when the words come up as well. Come on. But I love this transition where the letters becomes that. So this actually can be done quite easily, because when you have titles, when you're making something, right, they're like layers themselves. So you can take a layer and select it and tell, for example, the editing software to use the layer itself and use its Luma Mod. Luma Mod would be like highlights versus alpha Mod being blacks, and only show what is behind that layer through its Luma Mod. So basically, if I put this title on top of my real footage, right, and I set the footage below to read the layers on top Luma Mod, it will only show through the title and it will look exactly the same, which is a pretty sick technique. So here, you just transition in, and they did the snow thing as well, because it's like the ice stage. And then go through and fly through the titles. That is really cool, man. So we're introduced with like a white, you can see our first guy. This is really funny. Like it has the tiny hole and it's the eye. But if you also notice like the sound, it's like a comedic sound, because like
You in position yet?
the perspective I always like when you a character looks through something. Usually the following shot is his perspective looking through that thing. So basically here, for example, we saw him looking through the eye hole, but for the viewer, it's a really good filmmaking technique to show that perspective as well. And the way they show it is by having, you know, the vignette, or like part of what he's seeing through being like in front of the lens. And so the lens acts as the eyeball, literally like a first person kind of like thing. But the other cool thing is, this is also used all the time when someone looks through a scope. We turn up to the view of the eye looking through the scope, and that is usually done again to just like put you in the shoes of the character and what they're looking at, as if you are looking through it as well, which is really cool. So that transition, kind of like us being next to them or like follow them through a chase scene, slash also looking through their eyes, really helps us feel like we're part of it, you know? So really cool.
Working on it.
What's taking so long? I thought you knew this place.
He's really not patient, man.
I do. Don't rush me.
That is really cool, man. So basically, again, like, I don't know how that's possible. Like, he's in like in a different dimension, but he leaves footsteps, which is cool.
I'm going in.
Do that, and you'll get the bullet in your head.
Please.
They're also communicating, but I guess signals might pass through. I don't know, man. I don't know the rules, you know?
Let me show you how to bust us in.
Cool. That's like his signature. He did it in the first cinematic as well. That kind of like before he goes like in, he does this kind of like, and then he goes in. That was sick, by the way. Look at this, guys, man. So we start close, it's the same scene actually, it goes really close to the hand, using that kind of like whoosh transition incorporated with some fire sound effects to really pump it in. Sick. And this is the other chick that did the Korean words at the end. She's pretty cute as well. Why does she not have her own cinematic, man? She's like a ninja. That's sick, man. I love it, man. I like this transition as well. While this animation, it's like, see how close to like real stuff is? Like the moment they pan off, they pan so quickly that the animation itself becomes like motion blurred. And because they pan so quickly, they transition to this cool animation of like lines here. This one, to really emphasize the speed. Lines in anime and things like this are used to really emphasize speed and like velocity, if that makes any sense. Then we have the other dude. Oh, see the scope thing that I told you guys, like looking through. We'll look through it as well. This is perfection, man. I freaking love this. Look at this. I really want to focus on the sound as well, so we have the cool footsteps with a cool zoom. How sick was that, dude? Okay, so if we were to replicate this, it's actually, I would say it's really freaking hard without 3D software. But technically, let me see. His hand is a bit sideways, so if you have it in front of a green screen and it's not directly to the camera, so you can't really crop it off. If you do it like this, then you can crop this off and the hands can do the safe movement as if I'm here and I'm behind the veil and I'll do this like this and push it forward or like out of it. So this way I can green screen myself and cut all of this out. So I will first put the fingers through with having the green screen cutting them, and the cutting point I will put like elements like this, like particles and like weird like things happening with glow effects. And then once I do this, I will actually cut the green screen to the same kind of like way that this guy does it, and as he pulls through, I will put more elements with glow effects and colorization to really hide kind of like my masking crop thing coming through. And once you build all of those elements in one, maybe this can be done. And that was it. This is like skill made, like how they don't cut and they go into the veil itself to transition to him aiming. And again, the sound, how it cuts just before he shoots and there's like boom. Sick. That aim though, that is sick as well. Like I love this, man. So always cut on action, something happening really helps with, you know, stitching together the two shots through the momentum of something within the composition. But this, how she falls and then she turns and then she has that cool like, it's just amazing, man. Really cool, really freaking cool. Phoenix is having a bit of a trouble. I really like this kind of like camera move actually. I know it's this. As he runs, we run a tiny bit towards him if you can look for the foreground. But the moment he's near us, we quickly pan with his foot. See the perfect composition? Now this is really hard to do in real life, but if you shoot in a higher resolution, you have the capacity to shoot a bit further. And also if it's like something like 4K, you can, or more than 4K, you can then rebalance the shot perfectly because you have more resolution to work with and you can frame your shot even though when you shot it, it was not framed perfectly. So that's a cool tip when you are working with really high movement objects or elements when you're filming something. It's always a good idea to just film a bit, not as tight, you know. Film a bit like more wide angle, just a tiny bit, because then you're gonna give yourself the ability to crop in post and actually perfectly frame with keyframes where everything needs to go. And as we found, that is really cool. Sick. Now, green, usually, when it comes to green smoke, is illustrated to be, you know, like toxic. So my first guess was like poison, and that's probably what it is. But again, remember in the first Valorant cinematic, I told you guys about the power of color and how when someone designs a character, colors are very important. For example, Phoenix has earthy colors as well as that fire, pyro, red color and orange. So even his sights or his eyes turn the same color as well as the muzzle flash, but it's still a muzzle. Now this chick was really cool. She has like the smoke ability of poison, but her eyes are the same color as well as the action colors, like that color that pops out, but it's not like, it doesn't cover the entire frame. In her suit is the same color as well. This kind of like color template really helps visually it's very pleasing to the eye, and you also associate those specific colors with those specific characters. For example, the new guy, the cool kind of like veil transitioning guy, is very blue and like bluish. Phoenix is like orange and red. This chick is like emerald green, basically. Very cool. Shotgun. When you forget, you have a second weapon. He's using it as a flashbang. Like, come on, man. This is sick, area. Again, you see how they use these lines to really emphasize velocity and speed? Very anime-esque, I would say, which works perfectly because it's animation. That is cool. You know what I would do though? Here, I mean, they framed it perfectly. Like, the character's in the center, the gun opening up is in 1/3, and then the bullet cells go to the other third. So it is made perfectly, but I might have gone with a camera and could do like a quick like, and then follow the shells going. Ah, that'd be cool, man. So we have the main stage, you know, whatever it is, the team map is. That's really cool. So he's creating like a thing that he then will pull himself to it. And it's still cool, man. And now the use of slow motion absolutely perfectly. So it's always cool. We've seen this with so many cinematics, including Final Fantasy, when someone shoots. And it's a very pivotal moment, you know, we follow the bullets and their trails, and then it goes to slow motion. The character's like, I am inevitable. That was terrible. I apologize. Cool. It's so sick, man. Look at this. So we have this. If you take it frame by frame, you can really see what's going on. So you would put like a optical flare with, again, like particle elements. Then you would make him disappear. Then you will reintroduce that optical flare and the elements behind them. And then they have this particle of speed, man, just going through, and then he appears. So sick. You don't actually have to compose that many frames to make an effect like this. As you can see, it's like 5 frames, mate. And that's it, but it's done so well. I love this actually, like her eyes. Yeah, that's almost how she did Phoenix in the last one. Like, she went through the fire in incredible speed and then turned, said the cool line, then shot him. And here,
I told you, bro.
bruh.
Leave it.
That is really, that got me, because first you're like, oh, he's like turning on him, but then it's because the chick was like pretended, and he shoots her through him, because he can like, Phoenix can like, it's one of his powers can like respawn in a way. Hey, it's really smart.
What the hell was that for?
I told you you'd get shot.
That.
Not by you.
No comment.
Well, she shot first.
First. So you did shoot me.
Don't take it personal, man.
You really don't understand. Oh, so you did not walk away.
Almost the same initiation shot here, a cool parallax, like before we jump into the cinematic through kind of like the same shot with the crates and everything, but it's very like moody. And here at the end, the sky is a bit clearer. So yeah. Hey, segment. I really hope they make more. It's really cool, man. They're very high action and really well made. So I hope they make more with like other characters as well. Really awesome cinematic. I love his powers, man. That is a sick AF. And again, design and everything. This game is really on point when it comes to, you know, character design, power design, cinematic design. The game itself is fun. So yeah, super cool, guys. Let me know as always what you think. Do you prefer to have this character's power or the other character's power? Let me know in the description which is your character, guys. And who knows, if you see Chris Con or something on Valorant, it might be me. Don't kill me, okay? Oh, I mean, kill me, but you know, let me get a headshot in. Don't be that, you know, just, you know, noob here playing. Anyways, guys, awesome. Let me know in the comment section below what we should react to next. Check out Skillshare and the free premium membership for the first 1,000 of you guys. Do not miss out, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Until then, stay awesome and creative.